going live now.
This your fearless source of boxing news, giving you exclusive interviews with less born interludes. It's Skywalker, fly talker, and a fire sparker, giving you the news straight, not a side talker. Daily boxing updates with live fight streams, gym visits, sneak peeks from behind the scenes. Plus we link with more boxing and they spitting toxin. Strong like a pack of oxen, ain't no other option. He got a new addition, Poppy Chumyeyo. Heavy on the poppy, Legato on the yayo. Ernest X, a retired military vet. He a comedian, so don't be disobedient. With 86 boxing from out of DC. That's the valedictorian historian. He's still pushing Tim and Tim when the week begins. The super chats and cash apps collect the dividends. The live interesting, yo, I hope you listening. It's not a trick, Tim Jr. running for politics. Skywalker washing windows off a skyscraper. The mother channels stay sweet like annihilators. You get physically exposed if you violate us. You guys food get chewed like Crocs and Gators. It's no reason to explain why you cowards hate us. Skywalker boxing media preceding you. Trust me, I understand why you cowards hate us. Leading you is Skywalker boxing media. Trust me, I understand why you cowards hate us. Leading you is Skywalker boxing media. Yeah. Skywalker boxing media. Saludos. Word them up. Yeah.
Salute, salute. Welcome to Skywalker Boxing Media. Team Mo Boxing, no problem. We got my co-host in the house, the Tim and Tim Show. None other than Terrible Tim Witherspoon Jr. How you doing, brother?
Going on, I'm good, good. You know, I'm sponsored by Martinelli's these days. God,
Yes, sir.
guys, just out here chilling. Glad to be with you guys.
He's out there at the lake.
Yeah.
Salute, salute. We got the historian, valedictorian, 86 boxing in the house.
What's going on? Hey, happy to be here. Shout out to everybody. Ali Boomaye.
And then we got none other than Papi Chun Yayo.
Y'all already know what it is. It's heavy on the poppy, light on the yayo. What's cracking?
Hey man, we got a special show today, man. One that I'm very happy to announce. We got a very special fighter coming out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Yoruba Moreu Jr., multiple state champion, national champion, elite amateur in the system, man. Putting belt to ass, and now he's finally getting to do it without no headgear and lighter gloves. And it's going down August 2nd on Christy Martin Promotions. It's going down in Nashville, Tennessee. And how you feeling, Yoruba, about your pro debut, brother? It's finally here.
Oh, I'm feeling great. Definitely blessed. Get to do it under a Christy Martin promotion, a Hall of Famer, of course. Shout out to my manager Jacob Mace for putting me on. And like I said, I'm ready. Definitely, I'm blessed because all these years of putting in that hard work, I finally get to show out now.
Nice. Yeah, man, it's great, man. August 2nd's what, less than 2 weeks out. How's training camp been for you?
Oh, training camp's been really good. Got my boy Trey Trevion Boyd keeping me sharp. Got my boy Caleb out there keeping me sharp too. My pops and coach Emmanuel Anaya, he's been helping me. I got those guys, so they in my corner. They helping me flip that switch. They helping me keep me sharp.
Good. Yoruba, it's your pro debut. How are you doing with keeping the nerves down and looking forward to that day? What's going through your mind right now?
So far the nerves ain't really hit me, but probably when when I walk in, I feel like, oh yeah, I don't got to put a headgear on no more, or I'm in the dressing room. It'll probably hit me back then, but right now, everything's cool right now. I feel like I've been here before in the past life, so ain't nothing too crazy right now.
That's good, man.
Well, that's interesting. So, I mean, this is the moment that you've been waiting for you've been training for all your life, man. I would imagine that you're pretty excited about it. Hey, let's jump ahead. Let's shoot to the end of your career, and you're lacing them up for the last time. What do you think would be going through your head at that point?
I would definitely be like reminiscing the moment of my pro debut and how I got here, the journey and stuff like that. Because boxing is definitely one of the sports that when you're in it, it goes at a fast pace. And like you know, like I still remember when I first had my first amateur fight. Now I'm done with the amateurs, about to take that step. So it's gonna be like that all over again.
Amazing, yeah. So, like, I would encourage you to make sure you carry this feeling that you have going into this fight with you to each and every fight, so that you can make sure you get to that end goal, like you just previously stated.
Definitely.
Good stuff. Hey, picking up some wind from your terrible Tim down there, picking up some
Yeah.
wind. But
Is that what you're hearing?
yeah, yeah, we're hearing some wind, but all good.
Sound
Uh,
like Lavelle Crawford over there after he got done eating a ham sandwich.
Ah, my bad, man. I'm out.
uh,
I'm out in the open. I don't know what to.
yeah. Good. Hey, Yoruba. So you got that amateur background and amateur pedigree and all that stuff. How you feeling as far as that translation there? Because there are some slight differences, but I always feel that when you have that decorated amateur background, or at least you have a number of fights, things of that nature, you've gotten a feel for how it is facing different people, different countries, different areas. That gives you a leg up compared to someone who is just starting and they don't have that to fall back on. What are your thoughts on that?
Like I said, not even just an amateur background. I've been in the sparring with world champions, high level pros. Not even just an amateur background. Even in the amateur background, I done fought the number one kid from U.S., number one kid from Puerto Rico, number one kid from Mexico. I always fought the top level competition there was in the amateurs. And like I said, back at it, I always sparred high level pros and stuff like that. So I just can't wait for this moment to happen right now. Like I said, I've been in the lab grinding and stuff like that, sharpening up my tools, getting that pro ready, pro style. So I just can't wait to flip that switch right now.
Nice. Hey, and you were talking about training with pros. Recently, man. For the first fight against Cepeda,
No second.
or the second fight, right? It was the second. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The second fight, that was Tevin Farmer's sparring partner for that camp as well. So
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah,
I was helping him out there in Colorado Springs. Definitely good. Got some good veteran work from a high level pro like Tevin like that. And like I said, there's other um, top level pros I was sparring too. So yeah, blessed for real.
Dang, man, you must have weakened that man chin up or something. Like, what happened? What type of damage was you inflicting and sparring?
No, no, he a veteran man. That man smooth, smooth
smooth. Yeah.
operator and stuff like that.
Okay.
The Payton,
Learned a lot
you know,
from.
the Payton had a good game plan, stuff like that. He was well prepared in that second fight. You know, it's the pros. It's the pros.
Man, that's some good experience right there. It's almost like you fighting two fighters. You don't know which one to look at.
That's
You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? So hey, Floyd used to do that though, Tim. Don't you know I ain't lying, fam. Floyd would look at your stomach and he going up top with it. You know what I'm saying? You, you know I ain't lying.
But anyway, bro. what I was gonna when I was unmute my mic to say because of the thing was so powerful was that you said that you were in there, you're sparring a lot of high level guys and things like that. For the viewers that don't know, what kind of style do you have? What kind of fighter is Yoruba?
Yeah, I'm an all around fighter. I'm not just like a typical one type of style fighter. I like I can mix it up. People like I really could fight in the inside, outside. I have beautiful angles. People know me by. I like using my angles. Like I said, I can counter punch. I can throw combinations. I can mix it to whatever it is. Like Bruce Lee, you just got to flow like water. You know what I mean? Be water. So whatever my opponent try to bring or whoever it is, I adapt within that moment.
Now, everybody says that they do that. Everybody says that they can do everything. But what is Yoruba the best at?
I'll for sure. I'll say. I have really good timing, especially for my hook. Everyone's worried about my left because I'm a southpaw. They always expect my they always watch out for his left hand, but my hook is just as dangerous as my left. You know what I mean? So I heard the comparison. They be like, your hook, you got one of those special type of hooks, like a Edwin Valero, like a Tito Trinidad hook, but I'm a right-handed from a southpaw stance, so it'll be my right hook. So that's definitely one. That's a game changer for sure. My hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up right
Man,
there. That's big time. That can carry you right there if you hooking like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That can carry you for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
hey, want to shout out his manager, man, Jacob Mays. Much love to him, man. He's got yeah, good special connections, man, and securing these great fighters some good fights, man. Shout out to Jacob Mays. And I was gonna tell you on this fight in Nashville, man. Have you ever been to Nashville before for any kind of tournament, or have you been
Oh,
to Tennessee?
now I ain't never been to Nashville. It's my first time. They say it's like the hillbilly of Vegas or something like that. You know,
yo,
It's not
yo.
bad.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not bad. It's got some. It's not bad out there. I've been there a few times.
Oh man.
Hey, Music City capital right there. That's what they say.
Let's be specific about it.
Country music.
Country music, right?
Country,
Hey, no,
country.
listen, I've been to Nashville plenty of times, fam. They got some amazing food down there.
Oh
So
Good
yeah,
food,
make
huh?
sure you hold off on all that until you done did your way in, because
oh,
yeah.
oh yeah,
the food has set you
nah,
back.
I got hold off
Yeah.
after the fights because man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little foodie, so you know I'm be eating good after the fights.
Hey, I was gonna tell you guys he's debuting a 6 round fight, not a 4 round fight. He's
Mm,
jumping right into that sauce.
that's
Yeah.
what's
Six
up.
rounds, so
I
expect
respect
a
that.
knockout in this fight. That's all I gotta say.
No, no doubt. I respect that. Hey, I was gonna ask real quick, Yoruba, where do you intend to fight at? I couldn't tell from box rec in terms of weight wise. Where do you intend to compete at here as a pro, or what's the thought?
Right now I'm gonna do super bantam. That's 122. But my
Okay,
second fight I'm gonna do 118. So the bantam division.
okay, okay.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
I'm coming for that division. There's some hot names in that division, and August 2nd. We gonna step into that division.
Yeah, so all you fighters out here with belts and stuff like that, these young boys, they lions, man. They coming to get it, man. Y'all need to, you better get for real, because Turkey said he lining them up in small rings. You feel me?
Oh
Line
yeah.
them up. So
Hey,
hey,
well,
Yoruba, let me
Bucky,
ask you,
man,
man.
Yoruba's the truth, man. He's very skilled, man. Everybody can't take that from him, man. He shows out, man. He puts in very hard work, very good discipline. His father, man, shout out to Yoruba Senior, man. He don't play, man. Like he's serious about this, even when it comes down to the nutrition, to the drinks, to the food he eats, to how he trains. He's
Hmm.
committed, man, and shout out to the Moreu Boxing Stable, all the whole team's killers, man. Caleb Medina, Trevian Boy, Pepe, everybody, man. Like they got good fighters, man. So
Let me hop in and ask another question because, you know, it sounds like you have everything on lock. This is going to be the first fight where you're earning a little bit of scratch. You're earning a little bit of money. Have you thought about that part, and have you thought about your future as far as this being the way that you're going to be earning a living?
Oh yeah. We that's when you jump into the pro game, that's what you gotta think about. Your living and stuff like that. So we really got all planned out and stuff like.
I don't earn a living in the human.
I'm still doing. I'm cutting hair on the side right now. So but right now when we start collecting them paychecks and stuff like that, we be smart with our money. Don't be tricking it off or anything like that. Be smart with it.
Man, what y'all know about tricking off? Hold up a second. No, I'm just playing. Hey, look, man. I want to put you in a situation real quick. All right, just I want the fans to be able to get to know who you are as a person. All right, so you're in the gym. You've gone through all your workouts, and you have one more workout, and you know the coach saved the worst workout for last. What do you have pumping inside of your headphones, if you have headphones on, to get through that training?
Damn, that's a good one because I love music. I have like 10 different playlists, but you gotta play that EBK J-Bo, you know what I mean? He be getting you moving. You
Okay.
moving real.
Okay.
I don't know. EBKJ, but who the
Oh, you
EBKJ?
don't know? Go listen to his music. Trust me. Put on the you probably know Boogeyman. That'll get your bones going. I'm telling you, you won't be motivated. You'll be motivated. I'm telling you.
All
Yeah.
right, EBKJ, bo. Check him out.
Yeah. Josh gonna put it on. Josh Dog gonna get the pumping.
Time watch when that beat drops. Woo!
Yeah.
Cali Cats. Okay, I see you. I see you.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, Yoruba, did you see Ammo's knockout victory, man, the
Oh
other
yeah,
night?
I'm always tuned into Big Bro stuff like that. He had he did what he did. Took dude out, took him deep waters and drowned him. That's what he's supposed to do, and that's what he did. He did it beautiful too.
Nice, hell yeah, yeah. It was a good win for him right there, man. Shout out to him and the family, and man, I'm excited, bro. August 2nd is your fight stream gonna be streamed on Millions?
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay.
I'll post the link and everything and share it out for y'all to go tune in and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, because I do work for them sometimes. They reached out for me this last fight. I did it for a few fight for Oscar Trujillo. He was fighting on Christy Martin's, the one that Weddle just fought on, and so I think that she has a deal. I just purchased a stream. It went good. I still have a copy, and it's like $20 for the pay per view. So and it's pretty good quality, man. The video works pretty good. Looks like like any other production. So pretty good. Some of them are bad, man. Like BXN GTV, sometimes they come in real grainy, kind of not good quality. But at least with the Millions, the quality is pretty good. It's real decent.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, somebody cat in heat.
Yeah, that was some more
My
Yo,
mic's muted, bro. It ain't me. My
uh,
mic.
yo, I can't, man. We always cracking jokes over here. Hey, let me ask you this question, man. I would be remiss if I didn't ask this question. We again, we definitely like to introduce our audience to the fighters so that they can grow with you guys and sponsor you and help you guys progress in your career. So, could you rank for us in the order of importance for you and maybe explain why it's in the particular order it's in? There's no right or wrong answer. You got belts, legacy, and money. Can you rank those three, like which first, second, and third, and then maybe tell us why?
That's a good one. I like them questions. Legacy, belts, money. For sure. I ain't gonna lie. I probably had to put legacy one, two, money, belts three. Cause look, legacy, right? Well, first off, we'll go with the belts. Yeah, you can have the belts, right? But most of the time, people who win the belts, they don't be fighting anyone and like that. And if you have like a legacy saying you fought, I would have say it like this. I would rather say I fought 10 world champions, for 3 Hall of Famers, but only had like 2 belts and have like 5 belts and fought only the more champions that I beat the belts. I rather have like the Hall of Famers on my resume that I beat, because the legacy at the end, it speaks for itself. When you
Mhm.
go down in the grave and stuff like that, and people look up your name and they look up all the all the people you fought, all the world champions, all the greats you beat and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's legacy. You feel me? Like, look at Johnny Toppy, look at Dan Romero. Them people are legend. They got legacy. Bob Foster, they have legacy out here. You feel me? So definitely legacy would be one. Two would be money, because at the end of the day, um, you got the Turkey man. He throwing out big cards, handing out the big old checks. Of course, we want to get paid for our what we doing, because at the end of the day, ain't no one want to try to get punched in the face and get paid for a little bit of money. Nah, we want the big checks, of course. Like I said, and like I said, I put belts at three. Don't get me wrong. Of course, the goal is to be a world champion, but if you have a chance to fight for a big payday and fight a Hall of Famer for no belt, I'll do that than just win a belt for less money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. And you mentioned that legacy. I was going to ask, but you did throw some names out there. Were you watching when you were younger? Did you have some fighters that you like to watch? I heard you throw Tapia, Romero, Foster. Holding it down for New Mexico out there. Some legends from around there. What was it like when you were younger? Were you into boxing?
Oh yeah, because I grew up in the gym, especially where I'm holding my training cap right now is Jack Canalaria. And like if you've been there, man, it's art over there. You know what I mean? They
Oh
got
yeah.
legends that came out that gym, and like I said, that's where I'm holding my training. And like I said, Johnny Toppy, he was one of the main dudes that I looked up, especially he's from Albuquerque. Roy Jones, Tito Trinidad, Edwin Valero. Them some people I look up to, even besides his,
Yeah.
outside the ring stuff. But like, in the ring, man, I looked up to them so much because they were just dogs. The mentality they have, the skills they display, the power, the slickness, everything.
They just renovated that gym, the Jack Candelaria gym, and you could see Yoruba in the promo for it, man, with the city of Albuquerque. A lot of people are behind Yoruba, man. Like he's been in the gym grinding, man, and competing, and he's a standout. Basically, he's one of our top standouts that's gonna go make his pro debut. So we're real excited about it.
How
It's
does
gonna,
that feel, Yoruba? Having a lot of rich history behind you and your city, and being that next up and coming fighter. And similar in Philadelphia, every fighter comes up with like their city on their back. Um, do you have that same kind of pressure? How does it feel for you?
It's a blessing right now because, like I said before, you had the old legends that paved the way for us new generation. Then you got people like Angelo Luio, Brian Mendoza paving the way for the next upcoming generation like me. So having the city and people like that supporting me, being behind me like that, it's a blessing. Because at the end of the day, they don't have to, but they're here supporting. You know, they're being the day ones. They coming up and they see something great, and so they're sticking by it.
yeah.
Man, I tell you, this is really refreshing to hear. Tim, you know how them YNs, they be like, yeah, Nas is trash, Jim Jones is everything, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody forgot to tell them that you're supposed to respect the OGs. Like that's what I'm hearing from my
Mhm.
man over here. You know what else I noticed, Skywalker? Ever since we spoke to your guy out there, Big Zen, it seems like some kung fu principles is deeply infused out there. Did it? I guess the
It's a,
proximity.
it's a, it's a fight culture out here, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's real competitive. Not everybody sees eye to eye in Albuquerque, but that pushes everybody to go harder and harder in their camps. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's one thing, man. I respect every gym in town, man, and they all have different philosophies or different ways. And I mean, we just produce killers, bro. I'm telling you, Albuquerque. We don't play when it comes to the fight game.
No, that's good stuff right there. And in that regard, so um, Yoruba, just thinking about it. So you've been in the gym for a long period of time, working on that craft. What do you do to kind of wind down when you're not boxing? Like, what are some hobbies or things of that nature that you might like to delve in?
Uh, some people won't expect this, but I like to go skating, like roller skating, like on Sundays.
Oh,
All right.
what?
Go
What?
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go get some good eats. You feel me? Chill back, hang out with the fam, stuff like that. Chill. I ain't really the type to go outside party or anything like that. I'm real laid back, chill.
Good. No, good, good. That's good. Nothing good happens after 12 a.m. A.m., right? Yeah, 12 a.m. But
Oh,
really, if you get down to 1 and 2 a.m., really nothing good happens out there. So keep that right type of mindset right there.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys, I'm getting ready to leave the lake, so I'm gonna pack up,
yeah.
and
Thank you.
I'm gonna catch you guys next week. Yoruba, good luck. Uh, I'm gonna be catching up with you guys next week. All right,
all right.
appreciate it.
Right
All right,
there.
yo, bless.
Tim Jr. But hey, and you mentioned skating there too, Yoruba. Hey, that's what's up right there. I've always been a rollerblader. I have a pair downstairs. I need to get back in the mix of it, but that's good right there. And it's a good workout and all that stuff.
Yeah, people
Uh,
don't understand. That'd be a workout, especially when you go backwards and your ass
Yeah,
be sweating and stuff like that. Now, yeah, it's low key a good little workout, but it's fun. Like I said, I like to go with my sister and stuff. We be chilling, go skating and stuff like that. Hang out with some friends and stuff.
yeah.
man, Josh, do you put sugar in your grits or do you just use salt and pepper?
No, I would put some
Some
sugar in
butter.
mine.
Oh, Josh,
Hey,
Josh
Ruben,
was the
Tim,
enemy.
hey, Tim that just left, my co-host Tim Witherspoon Jr., he fought Tevin Farmer when they were young, bro. When they're, in the start of their career type of deal, I don't know how many fights in they were, but I think it was less than 5 fights in when Tim fought Tevin Farmer. So
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
they were the two best prospects coming out of Pennsylvania. And Tim's dad's a legend. He fought Larry Holmes. He's a two-time heavyweight champion, and he trained with Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
was his sparring partner. So
No, man, Kevin Farmer's a bad boy, man.
Oh yeah.
All jokes aside, hey, I did not have that fight going that way. I'm telling you, I was like, Kevin
yeah,
Farmer's just too
Right.
skilled, too seasoned. He's nobody's lunch meat, and I mean,
yeah.
bruh,
Well,
that's one
before
of them
before
cases
you
when
go,
you got to get a person the credit.
I wanted to ask your thoughts on the Pacquiao Barrios fight last night.
Oh, it was a good scrap. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. After like the eighth round, I left just because I was tired. I was the whole week. I was like out of it. But when I was watching it,
No worries.
when I saw it, it looked like Mario had respect for him, so like he didn't want knock him out in front of everyone like that. But Manny Pacquiao, that man's a legend. He out there.
Mhm.
How old is he? 58, 56?
46. Yeah.
No, 40. Yeah,
Oh,
40.
46. Yeah. He looks like your grandpa, bro. You look hella. I'm 42, bro. He looks hella old, bro.
Bro, he said, no, hold up a second. We can't glaze over that. Not just like that. He said, man, it was a great scrap. And I ain't gonna lie, I got up after the eighth round and left. Don't none of them three go together. We gonna have to figure out
It's
because
cool to see a legend. Nah, I feel the same way as him. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's
no, man, this is like a PBC special. This was a robbery, bro. We've been getting stuck up in broad daylight in front of the cameras. Like I don't care what y'all say, bro. It felt like Canelo versus Kovalev. It felt a whole lot like that because I promise you, when Barrio accidentally swung for real and hit Pac-Man, it looked like Pac-Man's hard drive froze up. You know what I'm saying? And for the people who used to
Yeah.
listen to cassettes, you know how that tape used to get wound up in that thing and you had to stretch it out? Yeah, that's what it looked like.
now, like I said, it looked like um, you could tell Mario's had the skill, the power, and stuff like that. Especially when he was touching the body, you could tell Pac-Man didn't like that. But then, I feel like Mario was kind of in a lose-lose situation because you beat some like Pac-Man. Don't get it's a legend, but he's way out of his prime. It's not prime Manny Pac that he's finding an older Pac-Man. So him knocking Pac-Man out like say he did, it wouldn't look good because like come on, that's someone who like,
Nah, bro. When Pac-Man came out with his mustache shaved off, I was like, "You supposed to treat him like the uncle that was sneaking in and looking at the girls at night. You was supposed to treat him like your drunk uncle. He should have beat the brakes off of him. They talking about giving Pac-Man all these accolades, and he's a 16th fighter and the most ever. But you lost some of them fights at the MGM Grand Playboy. We gonna keep it real all the way out here. You feel me? Nah, but seriously though, Barrios, damn, bro. El Azteca, damn, bro. You disappointed me, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You took on Tank. Why these little dudes be
Yeah.
beating your ass? You
Yeah,
gonna have
hey,
to answer the people. Little dudes be on your head, fam. Stop letting these people use you, man. You
Yeah.
supposed to be the El Azteca. You supposed to be out here. If somebody don't belong in the ring with you, you supposed to get them up out of there.
oh yeah, hey, I like
Period.
Barrios too. I like
Yeah.
him. I
You
thought
messed
that
up the people's money.
Yeah, I
Messing up
thought
the
that
people's money.
Pacquiao was looking good there early on. Barrios looked good in the last two rounds, and then he had some spots where he was okay, but I felt like Pacquiao was doing more, and he outthrew him and outlanded him, and I didn't expect that. And then when I saw the sort of saw them, you see that size of Barrios, which I knew he had size, but it becomes even more glaring when you see him in there. I thought he would just rush in there and just give Pacquiao that work, letting it be known, hey, I'm the young gun around here,
Yeah, exactly.
Pacquiao, hey, for not being in the ring for, an official fight in that capacity for a good period of time. I don't remember how long it's been, at least like 6 years or
Yeah.
something like that, right? Outside of little exhibition stuff. I thought he looked pretty decent, but I did expect Barrios to have that youth, once I saw him in there in the ring and with that size. But Pacquiao moves pretty well for a 46-year-old.
Man,
Yeah.
bro, Barrios, you got beat up by AARP member, bro. This dude, you got beat up by somebody who's getting discounts at, at the buffet, fam. He
Me,
get the buffet for 50%
yeah.
off.
It wasn't a lot of action, man. Like, I mean, it was little flurries, like little spots, but like no power, like too much respect, like Yoruba was saying. Like, yeah, I wish he didn't have respect and would just like laid out Pacquiao, or Pacquiao would have got pissed, threw some more power. Who knows, man? Turn it into a firefight.
When
So
I seen
hey,
that, my mustache was gone.
hey, Aruba, if opportunity knocks, take it. You know what they say? That sometimes it happens. You get these some young fighters. Of course, there's that trajectory. You got to go through that growth
Yeah,
process. But sometimes, hey, the opportunity comes about. It can be a game changer right there. Even if you haven't fought at that level yet. Some people just have it. You have that experience in the back end as well that can lend to having that mindset to go in there with someone who may have the more extensive record, the more extensive experience on the pro side. You think about that type of stuff, like if an opportunity came where a more experienced guy and it was an opening and it could elevate you, you take that.
I mean, you got to, like back to say, legacy's not right. So might as well take that. Shoot, you ain't gonna learn that from no one else. If that opportunity came, you best believe you gotta take it. You know what I mean? God blesses you with the opportunity. Gotta make the most out of it.
yeah.
Oh yes,
And hey,
sir.
Yoruba, mention the names that are right now in the pros or prospects that you got history with that could be matches in the future.
Mm.
Well, but you're going to be fighting light though. You're fighting 122 now, right? You sort 118. You said you
Yeah,
want to go up
22. The second one, 18. My other fight.
18. Okay, go down to Bantam. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
because I know Steven Navarro. Then you got Keith Cologne.
yeah, I
You got
saw Navarro on his amateur record there. That's a good
a
one.
lot, bro.
Yeah.
Zaquin Moses is in that same league. So that was all people in his class.
This the best thing though because for my height and for the weight class I'm fighting at, you don't gotta be block check on my height. Uh, they had something going on. I don't know what happened right there. But my height, I have like the weight and perfect height just move up different weight categories. Be a
Hmm.
multiple world champion. That's one of my goals right, is be a multiple division world champion. So I know I can move up from 18, 22, 26, 30, 35. On the boat because my height, my length. I'm gonna continue to get bigger. Right now, I'm just doing my weight right now, but I have the ability to go up to multiple weight classes. So I
That's badass. That's part of legacy right there.
definitely
Yeah.
like back in the eight division world champ. You know, not no one can say that. So like I can move up a bunch of weight classes. I'm best believe gonna do.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, and how old are you right now? I might have missed it.
Oh, I'm 20 years old.
Okay, 20. Oh, yeah, yeah, certainly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you haven't really hit your growth peak yet. They say, yeah, you're still filling out until you're even around 25, that age. So, no, that's good stuff right there. And the right mentality to have there. And you mentioned 118 in that weight. So that's where you want to ultimately get down to, kind of compete there and work from 118 upward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the goal right now. Like I said, first I'm gonna do 22 because in amateurs, I was always fighting at my walk around weight class. I never really had.
Okay.
That's one thing my pops always made me do. He made me fight at the walk weight classes because there was always the best kids at that weight class. My dad was like, it's the amateurs at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta cut down like it's supposed. So don't stunt your growth or anything like that. So fight at these walk around weight. So like when I was fighting in the Olympic trials, gold gloves and stuff like that, fighting at 125, I was barely weighing like 121, 120. But that's what helped me get better because I was fighting always the best competition and stuff like that. So like now we're in the pros,
Okay.
go down in weight now because there's no reason me finding out walking around weight class in the pros. So especially I ain't got to cut that much. Cutting
Yeah.
like a big old thing where I had to be in a draining myself or hurting myself to go all the way down.
Hey, do me a favor. And do all of us a favor. The next time you talk to your coach, ask him to teach you some of the dirty tricks that old head boxers use. Because Pac-Man school Barrios last night. He had Barrios. He was he was talking to him and got him to actually stop fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Ask your pops about some of these dirty tricks that these people play, so that you could be. As soon as they do it, you go dead in their mouth.
oh
If
yeah,
somebody raise their hand like this, go in their mouth. Like, you know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, yeah. No, my pops done taught me that since I was a young kid, and like I said,
Okay.
Coach Emmanuel Naya, that man's been in the pros for a good minute. Like I said, he been in pros. So one thing I learned about the pros too, getting this work in from world champions and other pros that've been in the game. It's really about tricks in this game, in the pro game. It's really about a little bit of tricks that. So they taught me, they've been showing me and teaching me those little tricks and stuff like that. So to they can help me early in my career and throughout the career.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's good stuff. Hey, I respect that. And you were mentioning, the walking around weight. Yeah, that's tough stuff. Hey, on the amateur side, for those that don't know, they still weigh in same day like they did back in the day. So that can be a challenge right there. I see it all the time. So that's good stuff. And hey, the sky is the limit, certainly. And you do see where generally when you transition to that pro ranks, they kind of drop down and then essentially work their way up. So, wish you the best in that regard, and I'm looking forward to seeing your career play out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's be a good one. Like I said, it all starts August 2nd, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's when the legacy begins and everything.
Hell yeah. August 2nd, streaming on millions. Christy Martin Promotions, Nashville, Tennessee. Get your tickets.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, the city's hyped up, bro. Go kill it, man. Have a great pro debut. I know you will, bro. And I like that. I like the fact that it's a 6 rounder too.
Oh yeah.
Jumping right in the mix.
I'll be the first one to make do my 6 round pro debut in this state of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome. Hey, setting the tone right there early on.
Yes, sir. Got to.
Yeah. Any other special shout outs or messages before we get off here, Drew?
I want to give a shout out to my manager Jacob Mays. I'm blessed to have him in my life and have him besides me working with me. I want to give us some shout outs to my sponsors: Fat Stack Burgers, Yakiba Kitchen, Control, Jab Clothing, and Elite OSM for helping me and keeping my body right. They've been part of the team so far. I'm blessed to have them. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's dope.
Cool.
Awesome. That's good stuff right there. And I see it's at Yoruba on Instagram. That's YORUB 888 triple A. You get it there, folks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go follow the Instagram. Go tune in. Go watch the journey, man. That's all I can say. The journey is barely starting, and keep tuned.
Nice, man. Much love, man. And I'll be supporting, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Skywalker. Thank you, Mo Boxing.
Hey,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Yeah, thank you, Yoruba. Best of luck, brother. And if you guys are interested, we're gonna start a new live up, and we're gonna talk about the fights from this past weekend. So you guys come back here in 15 minutes, and I'm gonna start up another live, and we're gonna discuss the boxing weekend. So, all right, guys, much love to everybody. I'll be back here in 15 minutes with the boxing recap show. Peace.
Peace.